Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. Hope you're doing great. So since we are, let's say, stuck at home of this fucking virus, sorry about this, but I have to say it. So yeah, but on the other hand, we have just a little bit more time playing our favorite games, and I thought I should give a try to the simulator, the best simulator, at least in my opinion, or the simulators that I have played, the Euro Truck Simulator 2, and I decided to show you guys what is the easiest and fastest way to progress and beat the game, because believe it or not, there are many secrets that many of you don't know how to do that. And obviously we're going to do this with the vanilla game without any mods. As you see in here, I have no active modes. I have created a new account, so we shall talk through this through the game. So let's select the new profile that I have created. Skip wizard, we don't need that one. So obviously we need the first thing we need to do, we need to select the city where we need to be located. Let's select this one, Frankfurt. It doesn't matter, it doesn't really matter the city that you choose to be on, so it is not very important. So we'll go through the tutorial really quick. It's something that you can do also, so let me go ahead and do that and be with you guys right back, because obviously you don't need to watch me do the tutorial, obviously. Okay, then I finished the first delivery and the tutorial, obviously. So now we are on our headquarters. Hit enter, pretty basic garage. Okay, we know this one, and it says good luck. Here we can see our progress. Obviously now we can pick our next job, so let's just grab one in here. It says 225 kilometers. What? Okay, let's do this one because the truck seems a little bit stronger, so it can be a little bit easier to pull the weight, because usually the FH16s are pretty strong trucks. Or you know what, let me just take a look a little bit. Unfortunately nope, I don't think it's a powerful one, but anyway. So yes, since we are doing our first delivery to work and obviously get money and experience, so let's just check here. Okay, we're clear to go. So I've moved the camera with my mouse, as you can see, for better control. And obviously I drive the truck with my left hand. You can do the movement of the camera with the keyboard also if you don't want to use the mouse, but I suggest you do that because it's easier for you. So what about the secrets of the game when you begin a new game? As I told you, we're playing with the vanilla game. I'm on version, I think, 1.825, but I don't think there are too much differences in the versions of the game, except from maybe bugs or something like that. But as far as gameplay and trucks and so on, it's basically the same thing. So this strategy I'm going to tell you, and the secrets I'm going to tell you to play the game, how you can better play the game and beat the game, should apply to any version of the game, should apply to any mods if you want to use them and don't want to cheat, because this is the main goal. We don't want to cheat the game, because that would be very easy. I have done that in the past, and believe me, once you get infinite money, there is no point on playing anymore the game. There is no more fun. You just have a little bit of fun time exploring a little bit the map, but then that's it. Pretty much the game is over. While beating the game or not cheating, I think it's going to be more fun and more interactive, but I think it's going to be a little bit more engaging, because if you use the things that I'm going to tell you on these videos, on this series of videos, because obviously I cannot tell you all on the first video, you should be, at least in my opinion, if you like simulators, obviously, because the first thing you need to know about simulators, you need patience. You need ton of patience, especially with these kind of games. because the roads can be very long sometimes, so you need patience, and there is no such thing that you snap your fingers and everything happens, except if you use cheats, obviously. So if you are not cheating, you are going to need a lot of patience. So yeah, that's the first thing you need to know about simulation games. But believe me, again, as I was saying, if you use my recommendation, my secrets, my tricks, let's call them this way, you can beat the game pretty easy and pretty fast without cheating, and you will always feel, if you like simulation obviously, and if you are into these kind of things, building your own company, having your own employers, driving your own trucks obviously, and have some fun delivering stuff, earning money, maybe do some crashing and so on, then you will, day by day, you will always feel that you will have that feeling that I should go into the game and do this stuff first, then do this stuff first, then maybe get a loan, then maybe get this truck, but this time I will get this truck with this engine, with this transmission, and so on. At least this is my opinion. But anyway, without further ado, let me just stop a little bit with the map. Okay, so I have the map. In my version I have Italy, and I have going to east, I think going to east DLC, but it doesn't affect on the way how you play the game. Okay, enough of that, so let's move on with the secrets or with the tricks you want to use while playing this game. So after you open the game, the first thing you need to do, so let's just stop in here, although it can be the same. So the first thing you need to do is go to the game preferences, and in here we are the most important thing to use, at least on my tutorials. I'm going to take off the speed limiter going over 90 miles per over 90 kilometers per hour, because with this thing we can save from 20 up to 30% time by removing the speed limiter. But obviously you have to be careful, because you can crash. Obviously you will get tickets by going over the speed limit. Obviously, if you don't know the spots where let's say the speed limiters camera are. So but you can learn them through the way, so it's not a big of a deal. So I turn this off. Obviously you can try with this on, so you can have the full experience and immersion of the real life truck driving. But for the sake of these kind of videos, which obviously we tend to go as quickly as possible through the game and beat the game as quickly as possible, we need to remove the speed limiter. Okay then, that's it with the controls, and let's go with the game. Obviously I assume that you know how to navigate through the menus, so I'm not going to talk about that. So let's move on as we drive. Be careful. So as you see, for the layout, if you press F2, you can use the virtual mirrors. I use the mirror on my right because I don't want always to look at the mirror. I use them so I have that mirror always on focus, so I can keep my camera straight. So this is about the layout, and yeah. Okay then, the first secret we're going to learn, or let's say the first trick, in my opinion, that is going to help you progress through the game. It's because I have done this mistake myself. When you go into the game and begin a new game, almost everyone goes ahead, grabs a loan of 100,000, maybe 400,000, because 100,000 is not going to get you a decent truck, and it's not going to get you the garage to be upgraded and so on. So Just don't do that. This is the first rookie mistake. Don't go ahead at the beginning of the game and grab a loan, because believe me, you will get a very shitty truck. You won't be able to do any jobs you want, or let's say jobs that give you the most money and the most experience, because obviously at the beginning we need as much experience as possible to be able to level up ourselves. So just don't do that, believe me. So yeah, this is the most important thing when you begin the game. Don't go ahead, grab a loan, grab your trucks and upgrade your garage, because it's going to be tough, especially at the beginning. At the beginning we only need experience. We need as much experience as possible, because we don't even need the money, because you won't be able to do enough money by doing jobs even if you work with your own truck, that will be even worse, or even if you work for other companies like I'm doing right now, where you don't pay for everything. You just do the job, do the trip, and you get paid, obviously if you don't crash and don't damage the truck and the cargo. So you have to be careful while driving, and obviously while driving over the speed limit, as I'm doing right now at around 20 kilometers per hour. So you have to be very careful, and the experience on this game is based on how many kilometers you drive. So this is a very important, and when you choose your job, you have to find the job that has the most kilometers. But obviously you can find also the job that has the most that has the most kilometers, sorry, and that pays you more 4 kilometers. So let me finish this trip and I will show you directly what I mean with that. Okay guys, so I'm near the completion of my first delivery. As you see, I have discovered a recruitment agency, and this is another secret, or let's say another trick that no one tells you while you are playing, especially at the beginning. When you go into a new town, like I have done in here, I am into a new town. If you see question marks throughout the maps, just make an extra trip through the town and uncover those question marks, because they are very important. With those question marks, you uncover or discover let's say car dealerships or showrooms, which we are going to need. The showrooms are the more important one, because there you can customize your truck, you have more trucks available. And most importantly, we will discover the job centers or the recruitment agencies, and those are going to be very useful, and we're going very much to need them, because the more you discover recruitment agencies and car dealer shops, obviously with the car dealers you will get more trucks available. You will get more possibilities to buy your favorite truck, and the useful truck, we should call it this way. Volvo truck dealer discovery. Okay, I needed this one, and obviously we will need, okay, red signal, I got a ticket from a red, okay. And more importantly, with the recruitment agency, we need those, because the more recruitment agency that you discover, the more drivers or employers are going to be available for us to employ later during the game. Because when we will be ready to grow our garage and get our employers, we are going to need as many agency recruitments available possible, so we will have more possibilities to choose better drivers, because again, the more agencies you have discovered, the more drivers are going to be available, and better drivers are going to be available with more agencies, obviously. So for every town you go, if you see question marks, or whenever you see question marks during the road, just make a trip to discover that question mark, because it is worth it. And this may seem a very small trick, but is very useful, and I'm going to show you later during the series of videos why that is important. Okay, let's do our first delivery. Excellent. As you can see, base reward 236 kilometers and 236 XP. That's why I told you that we need the experience, and the longer the trips, the more experience we'll get, obviously with the bonuses in here. Now, as for the skill trees, I will not go for the long distance, at least for now. What I do at the beginning of each game, I do one on each of these four. I don't touch the ADR, I don't touch the eco driving, because I don't need the eco driving, because we are not driving our truck, so we don't need to be efficient on driving to consume less fuel. So we are going to need the first long distance, then high value cargo, fragile, just on in time delivery. What I do is begin from here and go up to the long distances, and then progress. But anyway, I will show you through the game. So for now, you know, let's do the fragile cargo, because these are not too heavy cargos and they can pay really nice rewards. As you can see, 5% higher rewards on delivery and 22% experience bonus for delivery of fragile cargo. So let's do this one. We hit apply. Okay, now we're going to go to grab our next job, and here is the next trick I'm going to tell you. So as you can see, I have ranked the job's price per distance, which is the best way to make money, but also we need the more distance possible. So basically, usually the longer the distance, the better the payment, but not always. It depends on the cargo, and it depends what are you delivering. So you can choose a combination of these two. You can choose by route length. For example, this one has 248 kilometers and pays you 14.35 euro per kilometer, and if we do price per distance, this pays you almost the same thing. So it's better to do this one. Now this is the first step to choose your job. The next step, and very important step on choosing your next job, is by looking at the truck. Usually when you see a truck like this one, where it is very beautiful and it has 3 axles, and as you see, this one has on the rear axles, it has 4 axle per 4 wheels per axle. Sorry. Usually this means that this truck is a high power engine truck. So we need the high power engine truck, because with a high power engine you will be able to go much quicker through your trip, and obviously wasting your time during the road. Because believe me, if you get, for example, a very low power truck, then your trip is going to be long. So this is the most important step. Obviously we're not going to be able to spot which truck has a powerful engine, because although it may be a 3 axle with 4 wheels per axle behind, this doesn't mean that this truck has a powerful engine. But usually if you don't know the trucks by just looking at them, you will get used to them. Usually if you get Volvo trucks like this one, FH16, usually especially if they are with 3 axle, usually they have a very strong engine or high power engine. But for this one I'm gonna go with this one. Hope we get it, because obviously, as I told you, we won't always get lucky. So we won't always get lucky and get a high power engine, but hope this one is powerful enough. And as I can see by the pulling power, I think I've scored this time. This engine is very powerful. And where is the road? Here? Gate. Oh, here. Okay. And here. Oh, sorry. Come on. And it's very difficult. Concentrating. Holy shit, what I'm doing. Yes, it's a very powerful engine. As you saw, I press the gas and it immediately goes. So this trip is going to be fast, and this is the most important thing you need to do to choose your next job. See which trip has the most kilometers available, and then see which of them pays you better for those kilometers. And next, the most important steps after you have seen those trips, you have to take a look at the trucks you are going to use for the trip, and guess and hope that you are getting a powerful truck, because again, having a powerful truck is going to be very useful. For example, we cannot surpass in here. We can surpass on second main roads, because some trips are on the second roads, so we are not going to be always on the highway, so we're going to need that power to be able to transfer the cargo that we have. So this means that if you guess the most powerful truck, it doesn't mean even if the trip has less kilometers, it's better to get the powerful truck than get a not powerful truck and with more kilometers in the hope of getting more XP. Because with a powerful truck, again, you are going to complete the trip much more quickly, and so you will have the chance to get to another trip. So basically you are going to get more XP by time also. So you have, when you choose your new job, check the kilometers, but check the truck, so you can finish that job in the least amount of time, so you will gain more experience compared to time, and obviously compared to distance. So keep this in mind as our first video, because we will have many other tricks that we can use to progress through the games. And again, let's do a little summary. If you begin a new game, don't get a loan, at least till I tell you so, because we will need a loan, because with every work that we will do, we won't be able to make that amount of money to buy new trucks and buy new garages and employers and so on. So we definitely are going to need a loan at a certain point of the game, but not right now. This is the secret. Don't go ahead and buy the loan at the beginning of the game, because that is bad. Definitely you can succeed by doing that, grabbing a 400,000 loan, grabbing a couple of trucks, a garage, and so on, and you can begin working. But believe me, it will take you at least 20 to 30% more time by doing it the way I'm showing you. If you don't work with your truck, you don't care about fuel, you don't care about maintenance, about the tires, and so on. So you just finish the job. You care only about going as fast as possible and not crashing. That's the only thing you need to care about, and the only thing you need to look out when you get a new job is just by checking which one gives you the more experience, at least at the beginning. So do this, go to the jobs. You don't have to worry about the garage, you don't have to worry about the trucks, you don't have to worry about anything. Just go ahead, grab the job that pays you the most experience and the most money, obviously, but don't care about too much about the money. Just grab the fastest truck if you can spot the fastest truck, because it's not always possible. Even this truck, as I told you, fortunately for me, it has a powerful enough engine, but still it's not too powerful. As you see in here, I'm on highway, but since we are in a little bit of incline, you can see that the speed is not gaining up, it's not increasing. So the engine on this truck is not powerful enough, although the truck suggests it that way. But you will get used to them as you go through the game. So do this at least till you go to level 5 or level 6, and then from there, when you go there, come back to the channel and go to the second video, and from there I'm going to show you other tricks, what we can do after we have reached at least level 5, at least at level 5, guys. But if you are more than level 5, even better, because I will show you what we can do from there. Okay then, one last thing. If you don't have it already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also turn on notification so never miss one of my new videos, and hope you guys like this one. Oh, we have a speed camera ahead. Okay, 90 kilometers. I stopped too much. That's why I told you about the brakes being so strong, because the trucks sometimes stops too much, more than you needed to, and in this game we need momentum to be able to level up as quickly as possible. Okay then, that was it for today. Hope it was helpful. Please consider subscribing to the channel again if you haven't already. Hope you guys like these kind of videos. To tell you the truth, you need a lot of patience, and since this is a game that needs a lot of patience, I thought you guys didn't like these kind of games. But I saw some videos during these days, since I'm mostly home. I saw some videos with millions of views about these games, so maybe I thought I should give it a try. Maybe you guys like this one. Since you may be in the same position as me, you may have time, you may be locked at home due to this fucking virus that is going on into the world, which is locking down us all. So yeah, well, we can have just a little bit more time playing our favorite game. Okay then, that was it for today. As always, don't forget to subscribe again, and yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.